A ship is found drifting at night. Not sinking, not burning, just drifting. The lights are still on. Power is still running. There's food on the table, untouched. A chair pulled back, just slightly, like someone stood up mid-sentence and never came back. No storm on the horizon, no mayday call, no debris, no slick, no trail, just a working vessel with no one on board. And the ocean around it doesn't look violent. It looks wiped, clean, like the sea didn't destroy the scene. It deleted it. Some places don't kill you, they erase you. So here's the real question. How do you lose something this big and end up with nothing that settles it? Because the ocean doesn't have to hide the truth. It only has to hide the evidence. Most people hear Bermuda Triangle and picture a cursed shape on a map. 3 points, one mystery, a legend you can draw in 2 seconds. But the triangle isn't the monster, the ocean is. Not because it's evil, because it's efficient. Efficient at one thing, removing proof. And once the proof is gone, the story becomes unstoppable, because humans can handle tragedy. What we can't handle is a blank ending. Wait, what if Bermuda isn't special because it's haunted, but because it's perfect at producing no closure? Bermuda sits on busy lanes, shipping routes, flight routes, a lot of traffic, a lot of confidence over deep water. Weather flips fast here, not movie storm fast, real fast. Visibility collapses, orientation disappears, reaction time gets stolen, and deep water starts close. There's no gentle slope, there's a drop. Then come the currents. Currents don't just move things, they relocate them. They pull floating evidence out of the area you're searching before the search even starts. That's why the legend sticks. Not because Bermuda is uniquely cursed, but because it's uniquely good at producing one thing, a blank ending. And a blank ending never stays blank. It gets rewritten. If you want the mechanism, it isn't supernatural, it's systematic. Tool 1, weather. Not drama, visibility. The moment you can't see, you can't verify. A small delay becomes a chain reaction. Tool 2, currents. They don't move water, they move your clues. They pull evidence out of the grid before the grid exists. Tool 3, depth. Once something drops into deep water, it doesn't just sink, it becomes unreachable. And by the time humans arrive with questions, the scene has already changed. Tool 4, time. Time corrodes metal. Time scatters debris. Time turns certainty into maybe. So when people say it vanished, sometimes what they mean is it left the timeline. And if the timeline disappears, anything can fill that space. Wait. What if the scariest part is this? The ocean can erase the evidence without a storm big enough to make headlines. Take Flight 19. 5 Navy aircraft, routine mission. Professional, controlled. And then it starts the way many vanishings start, not with impact, with confusion. Headings debated, positions doubted, radio fragments, fuel ticking down. This is why the story lasts, because the first step toward disappearance isn't disaster, it's doubt. Here's the wait. What? Part? If your last known position is wrong, rescue becomes theater. You're searching perfectly in the wrong ocean. And out there 1 degree off doesn't mean lost. It means the evidence never lands where you'll look. Now the USS Cyclops, a massive ship, hundreds aboard, gone. No confirmed final message, no wreckage that settles it, no clean answer you can point at. And that is the fuel of mythology, not the event, the silence after it. Because when the ocean offers no evidence, humans do what humans always do. We create meaning. We draw a shape. We name a villain. We prefer a story that feels satisfying because uncertainty doesn't. But the truth is darker. The ocean doesn't have to hide the truth. It only has to hide the evidence. And once the evidence is gone, the simplest explanation dies first. Here's the part people don't like to admit. Triangle stories feel paranormal. Because the ocean erases the boring parts. On land you get witnesses, debris, a sequence. At sea, the sequence breaks. And when the sequence breaks, it feels like intention, like reality itself was edited. But often the weirdness is just what panic sounds like. A stressed voice on a radio, a rushed decision, a misread heading, a sky that changes faster than your plan can. Wait, what if that's the real secret of the triangle? Not magic, just traffic, plus an ocean that deletes the timeline. People think modern tech ended these stories. GPS, tracking, satellites. So how could anything still vanish? Because technology doesn't remove uncertainty, it relocates it. It creates new failure modes, overconfidence, delayed decisions, false certainty, until it collapses. A screen can tell you you're fine, right up until fog turns fine into nothing. And that moment is the most dangerous thing at sea. Not panic. The calm minute, when you think you still have control, right before you don't. So no, Bermuda isn't haunted. It's a warning label we turned into content. Because the ocean's greatest power isn't violence, it's erasure. It can erase a route, erase a final message, erase the chain of cause and effect. That would make a tragedy make sense. And when the ocean erases the evidence, the story becomes unstoppable. And once you see that, the triangle stops being a place. It becomes a process. Next time, we follow something stranger than a vanishing, a signal with no sender, a transmission on a dead frequency in the static, then gone again. If the ocean erases the evidence, why does it ever let anything through?